start today.
Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. I have a very exciting video today and it's one that's been highly requested by you guys. So if you guys have been watching my channel for a while now, you know that I've been trying really hard to grow out my hair. My hair has grown so much over the past year or so and I can honestly say, why can't I say that word? My hair has grown so much over the last year or so, and I can honestly say that it is a combination of some tender love and care and eating the right foods. I'm not gonna lie, I am wearing my fancy hair extensions in today's video because, well, I just felt like it. But I did measure my hair the other day and my hair is almost 18 inches long and my hair extensions are 20 inches long. So my hair is almost the same length as my hair extensions. I'm also planning on doing an updated video on how to grow longer, thicker hair with all of the tips and tricks that I learned or discovered over the past year or so, and I found that really worked for me. And in that video, I'll also do a side-by-side comparison to show you guys the difference of what my hair was before and what it is now, so you guys can see the difference for yourselves in case you guys don't take my word for it. So there are seriously so many amazing whole foods that will help you grow longer, thicker hair, and they will also be beneficial for your overall health and well-being, and I really want to share these foods with you guys. So when I say whole foods, I'm talking about foods that come from nature. They are not processed foods, they're not man-made foods. So I'm sorry, but there will be absolutely no mention of M&Ms, Skittles, Starburst, Pringles, or anything of that. That was the one and only mention, and I will not be talking about those again. Whole foods include fruits and vegetables and meat and poultry and fish and legumes, stuff that comes from nature, stuff that cannot be made by man. So I know that food can be a sensitive topic for a lot of people, and to be completely honest with you guys, this was one of the main reasons why I held off on making this video for such a long time. I completely understand that everyone has their own beliefs and values about what we should and should not eat. This video is not about that. This video is about whole foods, regardless of whether you're vegan, vegetarian, pescetarian, it doesn't matter. I'm talking about whole foods that are beneficial for your overall health, well-being, and of course are gonna help you grow longer, thicker hair. So I hope you guys won't take any of the food mentions that I make in this video personally. It has nothing to do with saying what you should or should not eat. You do you, boo, and please don't attack me for mentioning any of the foods that I will be talking in this video. The foods that I will be talking about in this video are backed by science and will help you grow longer, thicker hair. I also wanted to throw in some foods that I personally have noticed made such a huge difference in the overall health and thickness and growth of my hair, and I think they will help you too. So without further ado, if you guys want to know what my top foods are to eat to grow longer, thicker, healthier hair, please keep watching. Fish is not only an amazing protein, but it is full of omega-3 fatty acids, which is an essential fatty acid that our body cannot produce on its own. Omega-3 fatty acids are essential for growing longer, thicker hair, and they also give our hair a beautiful, shiny coat. But make sure that the fish that you eat is low in mercury. Consuming fish on a regular basis that has very high levels of mercury is actually very toxic and will cause your hair to fall out. Not only can it cause hair loss, but it comes with a bunch of different health problems as well. So make sure if you ever eat fish that it is wild caught and you stay away from fish that is higher up on the food chain. Fish that tends to be safer are smaller fish that are lower down on the food chain, such as anchovies, sardines, mackerel. Salmon and tuna also tend to be on the safer side as long as they're wild caught. So as long as you follow these guidelines, you should be safe to eat fish 3 times a week to help you get that beautiful glossy sheen and help your hair grow faster and longer and thicker. So oysters are one of the highest natural sources of zinc, and zinc is essential for growing longer, thicker hair. They're also pretty much 100% protein, which your body needs to produce keratin, the stuff that your hair is made of. So if you want to grow longer, thicker hair, get to shucking. So beef and lamb are also amazing sources of zinc if you're not into oysters. And obviously they're both amazing sources of high quality protein. When it comes to beef, just make sure that it is lean beef, it's antibiotic free, hormone free, and is grass fed. If you're worried about this and you're not sure if you're getting the right kind of beef, I would say go with lamb. Lamb tends to be on the much safer side because lamb is a much more fragile animal, and if it is injected with any type of antibiotics or hormones, they get sick sick and eventually die, unfortunately. So they always tend to be free of all of these hormones and antibiotics because they simply cannot handle it. Lambs are also very, very picky eaters. They will not eat just anything that you give them. They are strictly herbivores and will only eat grass. So if you guys are going to eat red meat once or twice a week, I would definitely recommend going with lamb. So Greek yogurt is one of my favorite foods to eat. I eat it almost every single morning with some stevia, some protein powder, and some chopped fruit. Greek yogurt is very high in protein and contains the vitamin B5. Vitamin B5 helps with blood flow to your scalp and stimulates hair growth. This same vitamin can also prevent hair loss and hair thinning. Okay, so this next one may or may not surprise some of you, but honestly, it has made such a big difference in my hair, and I try to eat cucumbers every single day. So the reason why cucumbers are amazing for growing longer, thicker hair is because they have a very high level of the nutrient silica. So silica is not only a nutrient that builds collagen in your skin and makes your skin look more plump and youthful, but it also improves the overall elasticity of your hair, so it makes it stronger and less vulnerable to breakage. So because my hair is bleached, I'm sure many of you guys who have bleached hair know the struggle that every time you put a heat styling tool to your hair, the ends get so dry, so brittle, and they're a lot more vulnerable to breakage. I used to get split ends and dead ends as soon as I put a heat styling tool to my hair, and now I don't have that problem anymore. Silica will make your hair strong from the inside out and will make it a lot more elasticized, so if it is stretched out, it will not snap and break. Well, it might break, but not as easily. Your hair can grow a mile a minute, but if your hair is constantly breaking at the ends, you're not going to be able to notice a difference. So that's why silica, I would say, is one of the most important things in having in your diet if you're trying to grow longer, thicker hair. Okay, I personally love spinach. I love it raw. I love it sauteed. I can't get enough of it, and I can honestly say that I probably like it even more than Popeye the Sailor Man loves his spinach, and that's a lot. So spinach is not only high in zinc, which I told you already is essential for growing longer, thicker hair, but it is also a great source of vitamin A, vitamin C, folate, and iron. These nutrients work together to promote a healthy scalp and healthier hair overall. They also keep your hair moisturized so it doesn't break as much. And if you guys aren't into spinach, kale is another wonderful option that has all of the same benefits as spinach. Another very important nutrient needed to grow longer, thicker hair is vitamin C, and contrary to popular belief, citrus fruits are not really the highest sources of vitamin C. Bell peppers, but especially red bell peppers, have the highest amount of vitamin C. So vitamin C works together with the other nutrients to maximize their absorption and also protects your hair from breakage. So lean chicken and turkey are very, very high quality sources of protein, and protein is needed to create keratin. Your hair is made up of mostly keratin, so as you can imagine, eating enough protein and good high quality protein is very important for growing longer, thicker hair. If you don't have enough protein in your diet, what happens is you force your hair into resting phase, and this stops hair growth and causes the older hairs to fall out, resulting in overall hair thinning and hair loss. And again, I want to remind you guys to properly source your proteins to make sure that you're not consuming any nasty antibiotics or chemicals that can do more harm to your body than good. Sweet potatoes are full of the antioxidant beta-carotene. So beta-carotene is converted by the body into vitamin A, and vitamin A is essential in preventing dry and dull hair. Vitamin A also helps your scalp produce sebum, which prevents your hair from drying out. So just like sweet potatoes, pumpkin is also a very good source of vitamin A. It has all the same benefits as eating sweet potatoes, but the reason that I really love it is that not only does the flesh have a lot of vitamin A, but the actual pumpkin seeds are super high in zinc. And like I mentioned before, zinc is an essential nutrient for growing longer, thicker hair. Oh, and in case you guys were wondering, the pumpkin spice latte at Starbucks is not real pumpkin, so it doesn't count. Sorry. Nice try though, nice try. Cinnamon is one of my favorite spices. It is not only delicious on fruit or Greek yogurt, but it is also essential in improving blood circulation and blood circulation to your scalp especially. Increased blood circulation to your scalp also means an increase in nutrients and oxygen to your hair follicles, which will stimulate overall hair growth. Okay, so I don't know about you guys, but I love shrimps. I love seafood, period. But shrimps in particular are very funny looking sea creatures, but they are very high in the B vitamin called biotin. Biotin is also another very essential nutrient for growing longer, thicker hair, and it is also great for strengthening and repairing brittle nails. If you guys have been trying to grow out your hair and have done a little bit of research, I'm sure you would have seen some biotin supplements out on the market. So even though biotin is one of the essential nutrients that you need to grow longer, thicker hair, biotin on its own is not really going to help you do much. Biotin needs to work in conjunction with a few other vitamins and minerals in order to grow longer, thicker hair. And of course, like I said before, protein is very important as well. I will be talking about more of the supplements that I've been using to grow my hair longer and thicker in my updated how to grow longer, thicker hair video. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, let me know in the comments below and I will definitely talk about that in more detail. Eggs are seriously Mother Nature's perfect food. It has every single nutrient that your body needs to survive and thrive. What makes it especially amazing for growing longer, thicker hair is its high source of really good quality protein that is easily utilized by the body. It is also full of other essential vitamins and minerals, as well as fatty acids and biotin. And like I mentioned before, biotin is an essential nutrient in growing longer, thicker hair. Eggs have amazing benefits for your hair, whether you eat them or you use them externally as a hair mask. Eggs prevent breakage and restore the natural oils to your scalp and make your hair shiny and healthy from the inside out. Avocados are another whole food that are chock full of good for your hair ingredients, and they can also be used internally as well as externally for growing longer, thicker hair. This mighty fruit is full of essential fatty acid and has the ability to produce collagen and elastin, making your hair stronger and less vulnerable to breakage. I love chia seeds. Not only are they a good source of protein and fiber, but they are also an amazing source of omega-3 fatty acids. So for those of you who don't eat fish or don't like fish, chia seeds are an amazing alternative. One of my favorite things to do with chia seeds is to make my own chia seed pudding. It's super easy. All you need is 2 cups of unsweetened almond or cashew milk and half a cup of chia seeds. So I mix these up and then I put it into a mason jar, leave it in my fridge overnight, and in the morning I have this beautiful thick chia seed pudding, and I can add it into my Greek yogurt with some fresh fruit on top, some stevia, vegan protein powder, and a sprinkle of cinnamon. Now, if that isn't a hair growth cocktail, I don't know what is. You eat that every day for a couple months, you'll be growing hair like a chia seed pet. Another option is to add some chia seeds to your smoothies in case chia seed pudding is not your jam. Another whole food that has higher concentrations of vitamin C than citrus fruits, tomatoes. Did I say fruits or fruits? What are fruits? Like I said, vitamin C not only increases the absorption of other nutrients, it also helps boost collagen production. This makes your hair stronger and less likely to break, and it also makes your skin plumper and more youthful looking. So if you got them wrinkles, it's going to minimize the appearance of that as well. Tomatoes are the highest in vitamin C when they are raw, but if you cook them just a little bit on low to medium heat, you'll be able to retain most of the vitamin C, and you'll also release a chemical called lycopene. And lycopene is an antioxidant that is known to fight certain types of cancers. How can you not love tomatoes? Oh, and I'm sorry to say, but processed sugary ketchup does not count as eating tomatoes, people. What is this world we live in? Watercress is an amazing, mighty herb that I discovered a little over a year ago. It has a bit of a bitter taste, but if you sprinkle it over salads or put it in an omelet, it is so delicious, and it is packed with different vitamins and minerals, and it has more antioxidants and proteins than any other dark leafy green vegetable, even more than spinach and kale. Watercress is also an amazing source of MSM, methyl sulfonylurea. Yeah, you better believe that I practiced that like 100 times before this video. MSM aids in the production of keratin, and it also does double duty by strengthening your hair follicles, so therefore reducing hair loss and promoting hair growth. Kelp, seaweed, wakame, and other sea vegetables are an amazing source of iodine. Iodine is an essential nutrient for hair growth, and if you have an overactive thyroid, you are not producing enough iodine, which may cause your hair to fall out. So eating more sea vegetables and including them in your diet can counteract that and balance it out and prevent you from losing too much hair. Sea vegetables are also great sources of protein, fatty acids, zinc, and biotin. Olives might be small, but they are packed with good for your hair nutrients micronutrients, particularly vitamin E. Vitamin E is essential for nourishing damaged hair and preventing breakage. This vitamin also aids in the body's ability to produce keratin to help strengthen and build hair. Lentils are a good source of protein, and as you know by now, protein is essential for the synthesis of keratin. Lentils are also good sources of zinc and biotin, which help with healthy hair growth and are an amazing protein alternative for those of you who don't eat meat, poultry, or fish or seafood. So to sum it up, if you want to grow a longer, thicker, healthier hair, eat whole foods. Eat a variety of different foods that are full of vitamins and minerals and that are good for your body. If your body is thriving, your hair will benefit from it too. You've only got one body, peeps. Think of it as a Ferrari. Would you ever put regular gasoline into a Ferrari fuel tank? No, because you will clog it up and prevent it from running smoothly, and eventually your engine could break. So why would you put processed food and nasty chemicals into your food tank? If you're constantly eating processed foods, man-made foods that your body does not recognize, you're eventually going to distort all the systems in your body, and your body will not be balanced and functioning optimally. All right, you guys, so that wraps up today's video. I really hope that you learned something new and will try some of the foods that I recommended in this video. If you found this video helpful, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more videos like this one. You can also follow the Fancy Hair Instagram account for daily hair inspiration and follow my personal Instagram to see my life in photos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I will see you in my next video.